Welcome. Chapter 4, Introduction to Hypertext Preprocessor. In this chapter, we are going to learn about the importance of web application, server-side scripting language, the features of PHP, the basic web development process to understand web server installation and configuration. Internet and web-based online applications are performing very important role in business and entertainment industry. PHP is one of the most widely used and recognizable technology in use on the internet. Originally, PHP stood for personal home page, though more recently it has been changed to stand for PHP Hypertext Preprocessor. However, no matter what is called, PHP is one of the most widely used recognizable technologies in use of the internet. Client server architecture. The server is a high performance hardware machine. It could run more than one application concurrently. The client is separate hardware machine which is connected with the server in the network. It could send the request and receive the response from the server hardware. The server and client are also called as a service provider and service requester respectively. Here you can see the example diagram for the server client architecture. First one is client server architecture. Here you can see one tier. One tier is nothing but you can store the client computers or connect the client computers within the file server of the server hardware. Next one is two tier. Here two tier instance of server database will be stored in another hardware, and then the client tier machines will be stored and separated in another hardware, like separate machines which are located in our computer lab, and the server machine saved and stored in a separate place. Next one is three tier. Here we can see that three bases. One is database tier, another one is business logic tier, third one is client tier. Client tier is the end user. We are all the end user. Then business logic tier. Then database. Database tier is fully depending on the storage of the content. The business logic is going to be the application server which is going to interact or intermediate between the client and server. Server side scripting language. Web scripting languages are classified into two types, client side and server side scripting language. PHP is completely different from client side scripting language like JavaScript. Web server installation and configuration. Web server software is available as open source. Already we discussed about the open source. Open source is free of cost. Licensed version in the market. Recent statistics of web server usage display that more than 90% websites are running under the open source web servers such as Tomcat, Apache, and then Microsoft Linux Speed. Here we are going to see how to download and install the server. Go to the Apache Foundation website and download the HTTP web server software by this link. Second step, after downloading this, you want to get the .msi file from Apache Foundation website. User launches the MSI file and clicks next and next button to finish installation on the server machine. The software takes default port number 130 or 130. Step 3. To test the installation of Apache HTTP server, enter the following URL from your web browser which is installed in your client machine. Step 4. The administration user can stop the restart web browser services at any time via Windows control panel. Once the service stops, the client machine will not receive the response message from the server machine. Step 5. Web server configuration settings file httpd.config is located in the configuration directory under the Apache installation directory. Edit this file and enable the PHP module to run PHP scripting language. Web development concept. Web development concept describes in detail about website development and hosting through network. The process of development also include web content generation, web page designing, website security, and so on. Three types of PHP syntax are available. There are as follows: default syntax, short open tags, HTML script embedded tags. Default syntax, you can see that the default syntax begin with the symbol of question mark continuously by PHP and close with the question mark angular bracket. Second one, short open tags. The short open tags begin with angular bracket, then question mark, and closes with the question mark and then angular bracket. Next one is variable in PHP. Variables are the storage location which can store the value for the later manipulation in the program. The variable in PHP begin with the dollar symbol and the assignment activity implemented using equal operator. It does not require to specify the data type. Basic rules for variable declaration. Variable name must always begin with a dollar symbol. Variable name can never start with a number. Variable names are case sensitive. Next, PHP supports the following data types: string, integer, float, boolean, array, object, null, resources. Already we have learned about many data types previously we have seen. Especially the resource is a specific variable. It has reference to an external resource. These variables hold specific handlers to handle files and database connection in respective PHP program. Next one, operators. Operator is a symbolic which is used to perform mathematical and logical operation in the programming language. Different type of operator in PHP are arithmetic operator, assignment operator, comparison operator, increment or decrement operator, logical operator, string operators. These all operators we have learned previously in the HTML operators also. Here you can see the arithmetic operator, symbols, operator name, then purpose of the symbol. Next, the PHP increment or decrement operator. It used to increment the value or decrement the value. Here two type of increment is there. One is pre-increment, another one is post-increment. Similarly, pre-decrement and post-decrement. Then logical operator. Here you can see the symbol of logical operator, the operator name, then example how the results comes when you are using the logical operator.